Good morning, this is Charlene Chamberlain for Morning Coffee, and we're back from our break with our next guest, and it's Mr. David Janofsky, who is a consultant for Trinity Solar. He's all about solar energy, and it is really finally trending now. I know it's been around for many, many, many years, but if you're driving through your neighborhood, I'm sure you'll see some homes that actually have those solar panels on there.
Absolutely.
So Dave's going to walk us through what it's all about. So educate us on solar energy.
Good morning, Charlene. Thanks for having me here.
You're welcome.
So, look, solar has kind of grown from the early adopter phase to you're seeing much more.
I am seeing it, yeah.
Solar out there. And the reason for that is because when I got back into the business about 7 or 8 years ago, the only way a homeowner could take advantage of solar was to outright purchase the solar.
Okay.
The system. You're dealing with the tax credits, and it's a very complicated system for a lot of people to take on.
Right.
Most homeowners, don't have the ability to take a large enough tax credit. So you really had to have some good money or be able to finance the system
To convert to solar.
and to convert to solar and be really environmentally friendly. Most people that went with solar early on were with it because of those reasons.
Like recycling and everything else.
Right.
Right.
So most people are looking to be green. Everybody's looking, everybody's much more green conscious today.
I call it the Kermit mindset.
There you go. Yeah, everybody.
Good to be green.
It's good to be green. But now there's financial instruments in place so that somebody doesn't have for the cost of the system. So
Really?
solar has really grown and growing at a very rapid rate.
So what are some of the major benefits of going solar?
Well, the best benefit for the homeowner today is immediate savings
On their energy bills.
on their energy bills. The way that we work with a homeowner is the first thing that we're going to do is take a look at your see if you're qualified for solar.
Right.
The most important thing is obviously, does your roof get good sun?
Yeah, actually, if you're in a shaded
If you're in a heavily
area,
shaded area,
yeah,
good chance you're not going to be a candidate for solar.
right.
So
Yeah.
shading and the orientation of your home. Correct. So if you think about where we're positioned on the globe, okay, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west and
Yeah.
travels that southbound
Right. So
path.
you
So south-facing roofs work best.
right,
Okay.
and that would be the major part of your roof, correct?
Correct.
Okay, the largest portion of it.
So we can also do roofs that face east or west, but we avoid north-facing roofs, even though you might think that, oh, my roof gets a lot of sun.
Right.
If it's facing as great
Wow.
as it is in those other directions.
So not every home or business is really eligible for solar based on all of these parameters.
Correct. So it really, those are the first thing we're looking at is
Your location.
is your location and where are your roofs and how much roof space do you have.
Right.
From there, we're analyzing how much power are you using in the course of a year.
So you would look through all the bills, the previous bills, or
So
You
months of bills because your last bill has a bar graph on it
okay.
that shows your last 12 months of
It
usage.
does. I didn't know that.
So, if you take a look at it, you live in PSE&G land. So,
I do.
All right. So, most people don't look at their electric bill, have no idea
What it means.
What they're paying. So,
Right.
most of when I sit down with somebody, it's really an educational process for people to say, okay, let's take a look at your bill. Let's see how much power you're using in the house over the last 12 months.
Right.
The state lets us build the systems up to 105% of what you use. If you use 10,000 kilowatts of power last year, I can build a system that'll produce 10,500 kilowatts.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the idea in that is to kind of net zero what you're purchasing from the utility, and you'll be getting all of your energy from the solar.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Right.
That's the goal with people.
Right.
Obviously, with depending on how much energy you're using and whatever roof space that you have that's orientated correctly, I can maybe only get you 40 or 50 or 60 or 70%, depending, and that all depends on your energy use
And the size of your property,
and your
right?
your roof space.
Yeah. Well, the size of your house.
Right, and that's also dependent on, somebody, when I sit down with people, they go, all right, is my bill average? Well, it's average,
average
for
for
you.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's just two of you living in a home,
Yeah.
you're going to use a whole
But
lot less energy.
But it could be two of you in a big home or two of you in a smaller home too,
Right. So your square footage is going to have something to do with that.
Yeah.
How low do you keep your air conditioning in the summer?
And how warm do you keep it in the winter?
Right. Well, that's more gas for a lot of people.
Yeah, true.
But you're running
true.
a pool heater.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
a big factor.
Yeah. I mean, most people's bills are pretty level. They ramp up June, July, August.
Mm-hmm.
They dip a little bit in September based on the weather.
Right.
And then they're pretty flat the rest of the year.
Right.
So that's what we're out to absorb.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with Dave, and he's going to fill us in on what it's like to go solar.
For independent living for seniors age 62 and over, People Inc. offers safe, maintenance-free apartments across Western New York. The affordable rent is income-based. For more information, call People Inc. Senior Living at...
Looking for a cooking oil with a light flavor and reduced absorption so food preserves its natural flavor? One with a high smoke point for stir-frying, sautéing, grilling, and baking? Then choose all-natural Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil, imported from France. Of the healthy Mediterranean diet for years. Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is the chef's choice for high-heat cooking, grilling, stir-frying, sautéing, or even deep frying. And Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is great for baking too, because its delicate taste does not overwhelm the flavor of cakes, cookies, and other favorite recipes. A key traditional ingredient of the Mediterranean, grapeseed oil is a rich source of vitamin E antioxidant and naturally gluten-free. Buy imported Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil today and find great recipes at Pompeian.com.
Wait, don't let this happen to you. At Jan Fence, we're family owned and operated for over 50 years, providing a wide choice of fencing. Why wait online at the big box store? Just call Jan Fence. Ask about our Easy Fence to Go products by Active Yards, the first truly do-it-yourself fence product.
At Jan Fence, we always do what we say. Come see us today.
Step into an extraordinary world that will excite your senses. Experience our delectable Mughlai cuisine and the magic of tandoori savoir-faire. Let our international award-winning team delight you with a taste of heaven. Enjoy our mouth-watering flavors. The elegance of fine dining and catering. Shazam Restaurant. Indulge your taste buds.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Hi, this is Charlene Chamberlain, and you're watching Morning Coffee. I'm here with Dave Janofsky from Trinity Solar, and we were just talking about the benefits of solar, but I also wanted to know what programs are available now for homeowners. I know that the industry has changed over the last 15 or 20 years, and things are probably a little bit easier now.
So, versus when we talked about in the last segment, outright purchasing
Right,
the system.
which was very, very expensive.
It was very expensive. Costs have dropped for that, but the most beneficial program for the homeowner today is basically a program that we have. It's a lease program.
Lease.
Or what's called a power purchase agreement.
Okay.
So my company, Trinity Solar, will come out and we're going to assess your usage and all of that. But the program is basically, it's a fully funded system. Okay?
Fully funded?
Fully funded. So for you, the homeowner, you take zero out of your pocket. Okay? It's not, in quote, free. I never use that word.
Right.
It's fully funded by the federal government, by the state government, and by the utility. Mm-hmm. Okay? They pay us to put the system. One, paying a cheaper charge for that solar electricity versus buying it from the utility. So typically the utilities in Atlantic City Electric, they're averaging between 19 and 20 cents a kilowatt. PSE&G is a little bit cheaper, averages about 18 cents to 19 cents a kilowatt. And those costs are rising from the utility. You have no control over when they raise those rates and how much they raise them, right? So typically, over the past 10 years, they've been going up about an average of 4% a year.
4% a year?
Yeah, 4 to 5% a year. There's some years it's been about a 4 to 5% rise in rates. So
with solar, do you just kind of lock in your rate? How does
so
that work?
what we have the ability to do is roll back your pricing several years. And I've got 2 different programs, and the best one that I like is as you kind of suggested, locking in your price. So instead of paying 18 or 19 cents a kilowatt, I can roll you back to 15 cents a kilowatt, 15 and a half cents a kilowatt, and then lock in that cost for the next 25 years.
Wow, 25 years?
25 years.
Wow.
So when you go to sell the house, you're going to list your square footage and your hardwood floors and all of your benefits of owning the home. You're also going to list solar.
Right.
People are going to be looking for that.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to demonstrate, hey, here's how much money I've saved in the past 10 years that I've lived in the home. And now at this point, PSE&G could be 40 cents a kilowatt.
Who knows?
10 years from now.
Right. It's volatile.
It's doubled over the last 10
I know.
years. So
I know what I
if you
pay.
look at that doubling factor, so if we're at 19 or 20 cents a kilowatt now, 10 years from now, it's going to be 35 to 40.
It could be.
Okay, it could be even greater depending if that infrastructure goes down as quickly as they
Say it might.
say it could.
Right.
You know, the electric infrastructure is very, very old.
Right. I know that.
So, you know, we're not going to need a hurricane or something like
I
that
know.
for that infrastructure to that's going to to the homeowners and business owners who are buying their electricity. So
Right.
getting away from that and taking back control of, I know how much solar my system is going to produce. I know exactly what I'm paying it. You're kind of putting yourself on a budget.
You are, and the other thing is, it's the sun.
Correct.
It's the sun.
It's the sun. You know, it's, if the sun doesn't come out, we've got bigger problems
Right.
than that. Everybody says, oh, what if, you know, the system doesn't produce what it's
Well,
supposed to produce?
does it store some of that? It stores some of that energy.
So let's talk about the way that the systems
Yeah,
work.
let's talk about that.
The panels are up on your roof.
Well, wait. Let's step back a little bit. I'm a homeowner,
Okay.
and I'm interested in solar for my home
Okay.
for great benefits because
Sure.
I call you. You come to my house.
Right. So what we do is I'm going to basically consult you, and we're going to review your electric bill.
Right.
Determine here's how much power that you used in the last 12 months. Okay. Then I'm going to take a look at your roof and say, all right, with a roof that size, here's how many panels I can get up on the
Right.
roof. Here's how much energy the system can produce for you. Okay. You look at those numbers and say, Dave, this looks great. Let's go forward.
Book it.
Okay. So the first thing that we do with the zero out-of-pocket program is we have to run a basic credit check on you.
Of
Okay,
course.
you can't be
Yeah.
underwater on your home or not be paying your bills.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put a $40,000 system on your house
Right.
if you're not paying your electric bill.
Yeah.
So, and we basically become your new solar electric company.
Okay.
Okay. So once we run that credit check and you fly through that, the next thing we're doing is we're sending a team out to do a site survey. They're going to check the roof to make sure that the roof is capable of holding the solar.
Yes.
Roof age is very important.
gosh.
Okay, that's
Style?
the common question. Well, most styles are okay. I mean, most roofs are asphalt,
Right.
shingle based.
Okay.
So on most of we can't
Okay.
we can't install on a slate
It has
roof
to
'cause
be asphalt.
It's got to be most
Most of them
roofs
are,
Yeah. So the racking systems don't work on
Okay.
the slate roofs. So we're going to assess your roof to make sure that it's capable of holding the solar. Design that system specifically for you.
Right.
Determine how much energy is produced. We then handle everything. We go get the permitting from the township.
Okay.
Design the system. And then the next thing we're doing 4 to 6 weeks later is coming out and doing the actual installation
Yeah,
of the system.
that was my next question. What is the time frame from the time we purchase it for installation?
So
about
again,
6 weeks.
You're not purchasing it. You're agreeing to make the change and go forward with no
Right.
money out of your pocket.
Right.
So about 4 to 6 weeks later, that's what it takes us to get permitting and have the
Right.
design done and all of that.
Yeah, and the design is
can't be because,
No.
you know, of what we kind of described before. So once the installation is done, your township will come out and inspect the system to make sure that we've done everything according to how we laid out the design plans and what they put their rubber stamp on and said, okay, we'll let you do that. Once the township inspects it, the last step is that the utility, PSE&G or Atlantic City Electric, will come out and install what's called a net meter. Now right now you have a standard meter on your house that just spins in one direction, right? Racks up the dollars for the utility. So the way that the systems work is you now have what's called a hybrid electric system. Okay. They install what's called a net energy meter. Now this meter has the ability to spin backwards.
Wow.
So on a day like today where it's a beautiful sunny day out, the sun is out and producing, you are spinning that meter backwards. Your draw from the utility. So that's how we see that you're using 10,000 kilowatts of power a year. I design a system that's going to produce that over 12 months. You're going to be spinning that meter backwards as much as you are pulling from the grid. So you're never disconnected from the utility. You'll still get a bill from the utility. It's going to be incredibly greatly reduced based on your solar production. Okay. Rains for a week if there's snow on the panels for a couple of days. So that's why you stay connected to the grid. At night you come home and you turn on the laptop and the TV and live life as normal. You're then drawing from. So you basically now have a hybrid electric system basically in your home.
Wow.
So that's basically the way that the system works. There's really no moving parts. The way that we talk about are up on your roof collecting that sunlight. They're going to keep your roof protected and cooler. Think about those summer hot days that where the sun's beating on your roof. And heating your roof up. So instead of hitting your roof,
it's hitting the panels.
It's hitting the
when
panels.
Your roof gets hot, then your eaves get hot, and then if you're on a second floor,
exactly
that
right.
gets
So it kind of works like an umbrella on the beach.
Okay,
think of yourself under an umbrella. You're a whole lot cooler than you are under that direct sun. So the sun's hitting the panels. They produce what's called direct current DC electricity. The power runs down to what's called an inverter that converts the power to AC and then out through that net meter. So at this point, there is no battery backup. You're not storing the energy anywhere. That's coming in the future.
I would imagine it would be. But hold that thought. We have to go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Sounds good. Thank you.
In a world where bankers have lost all interest, where robots and fat cats rule our fortunes, one woman will stand up and strive to do the impossible. Be treated like a person. Friends and neighbors will join her quest. Ordinary people will band together against the forces of corporate greed. And together, they will form Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, already in a neighborhood near you.
Imagine the finest hand-selected USDA prime steak you'll ever have. The freshest line-caught seafood, our Wine Spectator award-winning wine list, and soul-satisfying desserts. Bring that together with the perfect date, the winning business deal, a memorable family celebration. Welcome to Rod's Steak and Seafood Grill in nearby Morristown, New Jersey. Bring your appetite and feed your passion.
Your credit score is yours, and at Experian Credit Expert, we want to help you really use it. With access to helpful Experian experts over the phone and online, we can help you use it to get a better idea of what info the banks have on you. Use it to get more choice of mortgages. Use it to make your money go further. Take the next step to improving your financial at experian.co.uk.
Here at Freppi's Tex-Mex, you can definitely taste the freshness in our food. You should definitely come to Freppi's because it's a great place. You can bring your family, very kid-friendly. All my servers are amazing, friendly people. Everyone here is just happy to serve, and I think it shows. The thing that sets us apart is the quality and freshness of our food. And I think once you try it, you'd be coming back. I'm Joe DeSario, co-owner of Freppy's Tex-Mex in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
Hi, and we're back with Dave from Trinity Solar. We were just talking about the benefits of solar and actually what it would be like if you wanted to have solar installed on the roof of your home.
Yeah, so it's as simple as reaching out to me via cell phone, 609-254-8196, or through David.Janofsky, Janofsky, at trinity-solar.com. You can go to Trinity Solar's website.
Yes, is it trinitysolar.com?
Trinity-solar.com. If you Google Trinity Solar, it'll pop right up.
Right.
Trinity is a great company. They're based here in New Jersey. We're the number one company in the state of New Jersey.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah. We've done everything from the individual home up to big commercial jobs. We did a project about 2 years ago at Fort Dix where there's a great picture in the brochure that shows covering all of the homes that the troops are living in are all covered in solar.
That's great.
So
that's really great.
So it's an endorsement from
the
federal government. If the Army is buying,
right,
and working with us, that's
exactly
the kind of quality that we've got to provide. So,
well, it's great quality. I just have one more tidbit. I'm looking at the brochure and it says that home solar reduces more pollution than removing 2 cars from the road.
Right.
That's a pretty amazing fact.
Right. And when we talk about solar, most people are concerned with how much money am I going to save?
I know, but what about
even for our kids?
Right.
We have the ability now to make a very, very simple change.
And a big difference.
And a bigger difference, not only for your children, their children,
and their children,
and beyond in this earth that we're leaving behind. I mean, Earth Day is one day for most people. Earth Day is every single day for me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm the kind of guy I'll if I use a plastic brand name water bottle, I will refill that water bottle 24 times before I throw it out.
Find another purpose for it.
There's just being careful about.
You have to be mindful.
Yeah, so it's conscious about it, and we're happy that people are more conscious about it and continue to be so. And and if you have the ability, look into solar for your home.
Right. One more time, tell our viewers where they can find you, Dave.
All right, so again, you can reach me at directly on my cell if you like to call. Email me at david.janofsky, which is spelled Jan like Nancy, OF like Frank, S like Sam, KY, at trinity-solar.com.
And Trinity website.
And you can look at the Trinity website. There's a lot of great information there. There's a video that actually shows the systems out at Fort Dix, and we'll walk you through exactly how the process goes.
Dave, thanks so much for being on the show this morning. It was great to have you as a guest, and
My pleasure.
always great
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Great
Next
to see
time,
you.
come on with your guitar.
Absolutely.
Okay?
You got it.